Welcome to Geek Peek TV, the show where we check out the coolest, most innovative tech office space around. Today, we are in Seattle in the SODO neighborhood. We're here to check out R2i, also known as R2 Integrated. Let's go take a peek inside. So excited to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Welcome to R2i.
Thank you. You guys have an amazing office, an amazing culture. Tell me a little bit, what does R2 Integrated do? So that my mom could understand.
Absolutely. Well, R2 Integrated, or R2i, we are a digital marketing and technology agency. So everything from building out enterprise websites to driving the eyeballs to those websites, whether it's through search, email, social. When we first came into the space, I mean, they did make it move-in ready, but their move-in ready were a lot of like high cubicles and kind of like the Dilbert cubes, and we call it the big pit. So it's a very open, collaborative environment. We've done some stuff. We really focused on the culture with doing kind of some fun, creative things, such as, you know, getting everybody a fish that they need to take care of. And, you know, cleaning the fish bowls have been an interesting debacle. With also jamming our disposal with all the rocks like every other month.
Now that you've been here for a little while, what do you love about working here? Like, what's kept you here? Obviously, you haven't quit, so.
Nice. The thing that's kind of cool about it is that we do have, you know, we're like a startup because we're a satellite office.
Yeah.
And the way that we're structured, we have a lot of freedoms to do things the way we need to do them out here. So we're kind of on our own, but we do have the resource and stability of a bigger company. So that's kind of nice. You know, we have pretty good benefits. We've got. You know, we have access to other things outside of just this smaller group here. Yeah. So that's really kind of a nice combination.
So how did you guys decide to get massages involved in your company?
Oh yeah, well, well, we just decided we needed to loosen up even more. Yeah. You know, the food, the candy, the sugar.
The parties.
The parties and stuff. I've noticed when we have massage days, people work even harder and longer.
I really want to work here now. I think you sold me on the idea of working here.
We have, you know, interesting things that we acquire through the creativity of our staff.
Yes, this is made out of packing tape. This is like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, this is our dinosaur, and Jen Van Day, you know, has created that all with tape.
So you are in charge of like getting this company's name out in the community, that type of stuff. Can you give us some tips for other startups and entrepreneurs? How do they get their name out?
Bottom line is, don't be afraid to talk to other people in this community. It's not always about competition, it's about cooperation and teamwork. What matters is getting out there to the networking events and shaking hands.
Meeting face to face.
Meeting face to face and making outreach beyond, you know, it's always nice and gratifying to get an at mention or like props on social media, Twitter, Facebook, but it's always better when you can walk into a room where you only know one other person and they can introduce you to the entire room.
What's the biggest piece of advice that you can give to other entrepreneurs and startups?
Number one, it's just make sure you're surrounding yourself with super smart and reliable and just the people that you would go to war with. You know, you're just surrounding yourself with that, kind of those pillars.
What's one of the things that, you know, when you guys have some sort of setback or you guys stumble, what is a way that you guys really get over that?
I think stumbling actually makes you better. We actually had a contest about a year ago, like who could fail the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that.
So yeah, I mean, we were kind of going through a tough time, you know, trying to kind of figure out where we belong within certain accounts. Yeah. And, you know, where some of our special sauce was and how we're going to organize ourselves. And we kept kind of stumbling. With every stumble, we would figure out 4 things. So we started to find that there was efficiencies in stumbling because we're actually solving a lot more problems than we thought. So we had a contest like who could fail the most. Now no one really wanted to fail. However, we would identify a failure and we would cherish it, and then we would show what we learned.
Definitely.
And I think, and that's when we started to see big growth. So I think failure is a big part of it.
Definitely. Thanks for checking out this episode of Geek Peek TV. Want to be the first to see more Geek Peek episodes? Subscribe to our YouTube channel or on our website. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter or check us out on Facebook at Geek Peek TV. See you guys next week.
I want to work here. You get massages, you get a
Hired.
pet fish, you get all sorts of yummy stuff to eat all day. Pets. I'm in.
Yeah. Have kind of our gangster names that are kind of over there.
I saw that. That's awesome.
on the
They
boards.
all have gangster names.
Gangster names, and so we figure we have to represent for the homicide and the wire back east in Baltimore.